crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat. Money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap. Cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot. Didn't land another sell-off. We've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip. By 1%, it didn't slip. Bullish on another flip. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had, not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. Ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat. Money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap. Cashing out hella clams. He got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Ripping crypto like a gat. See the chart, it goes flat. White headphones on his hat. Money counter on his lap. Gold chain with a strap. Cashing out hella clams. He's got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%, it didn't slip. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land another sell-off. We've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip by 1%.
Yeah, you guys, let's just start repost the room. Leave a couple of comments down below. I know the feed is rather quiet, and I know that the market is anything but pumping, and let's just say we're going for a little bit more lower. But if you put your shorts in, you made some money. I did. So, things are in. I see another Solana headdress, which is a very rare trade for the Froge collection. So, B Mark, right? I see you, my guy. You're elite. You're you're in my vibe tribe. Only 37 of us exist on the blockchain. So we're special like that. Let's say good morning to Tick and then Adam, the co-host here. Adam, it's been a while, but let's say good morning to Tick for a little bit. Tick, how you doing?
Yo, hey. Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Hey, good morning, GM. How
Were
are you
you on
today?
mute again? Yeah, mute again. Yeah, you know what? It wasn't bad. I thought my day was gonna be a little bit more rector mortis, but it turned out to be. I made a good trade. I saw it, did it, made a good trade. Of course, I love to see all these new PFPs on the timeline when it comes to Froge, and so we're gonna go over that in this space a little. Not gonna make the space all about it, right? This is not an official Froge space by no means. It's just that we wanted to touch on it because a lot had been happening. And so request up on stage if you want to talk to us. But yeah, good to hear you. Take good morning.
Yes, good morning. Um,
How you feeling about the market?
oh, well,
Should we not
yeah, I
ask?
mean, it was kind of like pretty apparent that that was due to happen. We had like 7 green days in a row with Bitcoin, and so it was kind of only a matter of time. Like it was um yeah, a lot of like top signals going on, like a lot of people getting a little too excited too early, and
Yeah.
I was just like waiting for the pullback. I thought the pullback was going to happen like 2 days ago, but still, yeah, today's red candles though are pretty significant.
I know they
Yeah.
were pretty significant, and it doesn't look. The bottom is not in yet, I don't believe, but it's going to happen in the next 3 months. Bear markets don't last this long. It only lasts 6 to 9 months when we're in a bear market, and so these next 3 months are going to be moments of opportunity, right? And so yeah, I'm already slowly starting to stack just in case we're anywhere near a bottom, right? So DCA is definitely a way to go. Hold on, I see Crip. I see you, my guy. You were asking what song is it? I don't know if you meant the first song I played or the intro. If it was the first song, it was Kalema with Te Amo. It's a Portuguese band or Brazilian band, right? Portuguese language, which I adore. I tried to learn Portuguese once and I got halfway. Yeah. But other than that, it's what's the ticker? What's the ticker? Where's it at? Let's say good morning to Adam. So, Adam, I haven't seen you in a while. Adam is in the Hong Kong, you guys. Adam, how you doing?
ZM. What is going on? What is going on, guys?
Well,
This is,
I'm confused.
yeah, it's good to be back.
What do you mean? What's going on? Oh, I see there another piece. Is great dog with a froach. Yeah, I'm gonna follow everybody from the froach. I follow everybody just in case
Dude,
anyway.
yeah, ZM indeed, Adam. Good to see you, man.
Yes.
Um, dude, I'm sitting here with my matcha
Yeah,
right now. I've got lavender matcha, and this is just it
for
just feels
real.
so nice.
Wow. Yeah,
Lavender
yeah. No,
matcha,
that's
bro.
I was I
Next thing you know, you're
yeah.
gonna buy Cardano. You're gonna buy eight.
Oh my
Oh yeah,
god, that is insane.
that's funny.
Put some soy milk in there. No,
It's
it's you're
good
good.
though. God,
I know. I'm just
just craving
messing
some
with
matcha.
But yeah,
you.
good to be back.
Yeah.
It's good to be back. I and thank you for remembering me. And yeah, I don't know. Like it's actually I kind of realized that the whole thing was actually getting insane because it's like 3 a.m. You know, and I, but here I am anyway. So it's there you go.
It's 3 a.m. where Adam is at, but it's okay, Adam. I just, even if you cannot make it every time, we're definitely looking for a time slot, or maybe I'll just
Yeah.
pull up with you on a Tuesdays and see how Tick fills in with that, so we can have two spaces, so we can one where it's more convenient for you to join.
Yeah,
That would
for
Oh
be
no no
sure.
no! This is it. No no no! This is also super cool. Like I was yeah I actually feel bad that I dropped out for so long, but it's yeah it's
It's
just
okay. Your
oh my
life
god.
sometimes takes over, you guys. Also I just have an hour. Normally I do more spaces in the weekend too, and I just can't get around doing everything. It's just and sometimes how life takes you by the hand and just you gotta run. Springtime. But let's say hello to Reggie. Reggie's on stage with us as well. Reggie, how you doing, my guy?
Hello, hello, family. Yo,
Yes.
I know we weren't going to talk about it, but I can't stay away when I see all of these bangers, Froge. I see B Marquis down there.
Yeah,
Marquis,
man.
is it
Yeah.
Marquis?
Yeah.
Yo,
B
yeah,
Mark.
B Mark. Okay, B Mark. Yo, you have a banger one. Holy shit,
So
that is
yeah.
a gold 69420 Degen. Holy shit,
Yes, my
you are in the tribe. Let's fucking go, man.
yes, the Vibe Tribe with the Solana headdresses. 37 of us on the
Shit,
blockchain.
that's so
We
cool.
should. I'm gonna make a group for them, right, and do something like a DAO or something like that for these Solana headdresses. They're only 37. Maybe we'll take the ETH and the Bitcoin ones too. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna talk about a little bit about the whole lore that was going on the last week and how it's been so busy on Discord, so that the team and I couldn't just go and have a big space on X. Every time we do a space, it's visited by 3,000 people. It's hard to get people on stage and have a little bit of a community thing. So we are gonna have separate community spaces for this once a week, where we are going to do some prompting. We're going to repost our prompting. That is a very cool thing to do. And then also do giveaways with that and learn, teach you guys how to work with AI, how to generate all of that stuff, so you can utilize it not just for your frosh, but maybe in other directions as well. Just a little bit of community support once a week. But we're setting up the schedule for right now. It was very important for us to get Discord and to get everything according to the lore that needed to unfold every day. And that was the thing. I mean, the story ain't done yet because there's somewhere that I have a little bit of an Easter egg for you guys. I do. Probably gonna get. Is somebody else listening from the team? Probably gonna get. I gonna get in my DMs. Like, wow, you can't. But yeah, Eddie is on stage with us as well. Eddie, how you doing, Eddie? Eddie. Eddie.
Hey, how's everyone doing? I'm doing great. I don't know if you took a break from the What's the Ticker space because I do have your notification turned on, and this was the first time it actually went off.
Oh, well, we had one once a week, and we're just having a little bit of a baseline on once a week, that we have it, and we're pulling it up to 2 times a week. But every day is just not doable for us three anymore to come together on that. Not with everything else on our
Yeah.
plate.
So there's gonna be an alternate time
Alternate
zone,
time
right?
zone, yeah, so we can cover a little
Yeah.
bit
So
more.
on
Yeah,
on on Tuesdays, or like I think it's like
Tuesdays would be
Tuesday.
best for me. Tuesdays
Yeah,
and
but
Tuesdays
it's
is
it's actually
usually
Monday Pacific, right? I think it's Monday night Pacific and Tuesday AM Europe, right?
yeah. Yes, yes, yeah. You're correct.
Something like
I
that.
need to think. Yeah, because right now, because they have daylight savings time already, so we're for 2 weeks. We're kind of drifting an hour. That's the thing. So that yeah, to make things even more complicated, EST, CET, whatever you guys. If you are here though, leave a comment below and repost this room. We're gonna go over a little bit of the law reproach and then get Adam updated with that as well, and the rest, and a little bit of a peek of what's to come.
Yeah,
Ooh la
I'm
la! And
also
yeah,
dying to know about what you just put together, the Agent Connect open claw from your phone. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
so curious if you can
Yeah,
explain
dude,
that to us in a
it's
bit too.
very no, it's incredibly hardcore. Like I've actually and seriously, guys, like I've been through. It's a bit like Inception, right? Have you seen that movie Inception?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course I've seen
And
Inception. It's part of
yeah,
my job.
I don't know. It's part of the job. Yeah, but it's a bit like that. Like I'm literally waking up on the plane, and it's a new life, and everything is different. Like it's ridiculous and crazy, and I can't even. It's hard to express where it's all going
yeah.
right
There's a
now.
lot
But
to
what I
unpack
will tell
from
you,
what. Yeah, right.
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to. I mean, it's been. The thing is like also what you guys have got to remember is like I'm also dealing with the baseline of like just the crypto reality as well, right? So it's very, yeah, there's so many different elements to it, but it's at the end of the day, like the important thing is that we're going to have really cool AI applications, and it's accessible to everyone, right? Essentially. So I've been yeah, but it's crazy actually. Like I can't really. Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you guys get
I
back to it.
did just
But
hear one thing that kind of blew my mind though about somebody implementing OpenClaw into their workflow, and when they were using it in a sandbox to manage their emails, the AI model behaved perfectly and did the task it was supposed to. However, once it went live, the AI agent took on its own course and just started deleting random emails. Apparently, its context window had ran out, and so it like forgot what it was doing, saw the emails, and was like, "Oh, I must be deleting emails." Is like the long story short. But that's another thing. It's like if that's to happen with emails, like it just makes me think. I'm like, imagine that happens to your wallet or something. Like hypothetically, it's kind of there's just some risk involved for sure. You know?
right. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And it's actually it's kind of insane because like you're just giving this agent like access to your machine, and that's obviously like that's the reticence, right, for the whole thing. But
Right.
at the same time, it's like you kind of if you're not prepared to like take that like little bit of risk,
Right.
which isn't it's not,
No risk, no
you
worry.
you gotta,
But the
well,
other
yeah,
thing
you
here is
gotta
the
keep
price.
your private keys safe,
Right.
right?
I've
I mean,
I've
it's
heard that the
important.
price though,
Yeah.
just to run OpenClaw, if you're doing a lot of tasks and you're running the high end models, that it can cost upwards of like $1,000 a month, or even 300 on the low end. Because
I
I've
believe it. I believe it.
300
Yeah.
bucks
Yeah,
on the
well,
low
dude,
end
dude,
per
it's
month.
it's insane. Yeah, well, like, it is actually insane because it's it's I don't know, it's so weird, but like what you get out of the expensive compute is like is kind of like just it's a very like I hate, because I don't I try to like defer away from the expensive compute towards just like using something that's reasonable,
Or even
but it's
Kimmy, right? What
actually.
about open source like DeepSeek or Kimmy, or
Well, no,
you can use
I
no?
even yeah, I wasted a lot of time running a local model, Quen, right, the Alibaba model. Like I just ran that and like on my local GPU, and it was shit, and I hated it, and
Yeah.
it's actually kind of sad
Same thing with
to
Olama then
because
too. Did you try Olama?
yeah, it was with Olama that I was
Oh,
running it.
I see.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
and yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's and it's been, but it's been incredibly limited, and
It's kind of expected
it's
almost,
amazing.
huh?
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Like how good the uh
Claude.
the Anthropic models
Mm-hmm.
are,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's just, I mean, like they really are like absolutely smashing it, and there's a reason that they can charge such a premium, but
Yeah.
it's also like it's not. I don't know if it's like it's not going to be worth it forever, but
Right.
like right now, you should probably like pay $200 a month for Anthropic. Like, I
Make
mean,
hay while the sun's
seriously,
shining. Um,
yeah, you
absolutely.
probably should, yeah,
Right. I've been
but
seriously considering it, but
it's
that's
not going to
the
be worth it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was the biggest
I
thing
think
lately was
we're
the
losing people a little bit in the conversation. I bet you a lot of people don't even get what we are alluding to in the slightest right here. Uh, if you guys are
but
talking
that's
about it,
typical.
yeah,
But that's
I
typical,
know.
right?
Try and do it in the context of people needing to understand. Yeah,
well, the
it's
thing
getting
is
yeah
if people understood what OpenClaw could do for them hypothetically, I think people would
yeah
be tripping over themselves in a hurry to get it.
yeah. Okay,
But
well,
there's
so
just
let's talk
these
about that
but
then, right? So let's first talk about because a
use
lot of
cases.
people. Yeah, because a lot of people don't really get what we're after here, right? What we're at the beginning of
Mm.
all of this, and I've successfully built the linguistics apps that the app that I just use for myself right now, and see how that one pans out, and then turn that one into an AI agent as well. But first, I wanted to experience the app. When I've built the app, I know that the agent is just one move up from there, and I just because it's easier for me to change things with the app and have a little bit more of a grip on what's going on especially on the safety. But hey, Tick, maybe you want to just get the audience to give them some how do you say
Oh, some
examples?
ideas. Yeah, some
Yeah.
ideas for it.
Yes.
Um, like for me, the biggest thing that would be for anyone that's on social media trying to like have a presence is helping them like automate their um basically like their social media postings and stuff like that, whether it's like videos or like even like I've heard like editing videos or doing like uploads, multiple platform uploads. I mean, those are just some like simple ones off the top of my head, but basically it can automate your desktop, so making anything that you normally have to do like clicking around and like opening windows and sending messages, making posts, answering emails. Like, let's say you have like your own company and you want it to manage like leads, like you have a lead incoming thing and you want to manage those emails coming in of curious potential clients. You could have it like do like custom like recruiting lead emails, for instance. Geez, these are just off the top of my head. But for me, my
Yeah,
biggest
it's
thing,
tip of the iceberg, right? So
yeah.
so anything and everything you can do in when you're clicking in your computer, you can automate that process, right? You can have a shadow you do this, what you normally be doing, and taking over tons of workload. And also, you know what? And I have an agentic workflow right now as well, and it's great because I tend to get distracted sometimes. I just linger around a subject a little bit too long than needed, and you know what? An automated program doesn't do this shit, right? It gets it
Wild.
done.
Can you
Yeah.
tell me, do you, when you make posts, do you do that thing where like you set what time the post sends so that that
Yes.
your social media posts are
Yes.
posted during the best possible times? I can't even
Yes.
remember how you do that, but That's another thing is hypothetically is using an agent to manage
To do this, yeah,
your
to
future
do it.
posts. Let's say you
Yeah.
have like a dozen posts you want to make for the next like 3 days. You could have the agent set up so that
Oh
it,
yeah, mine is
yeah,
even right now picking the content.
yeah, wow, yeah.
So it scans over. I have here's what I do, and this is maybe some little alpha for you guys. So when I'm on YouTube, I have channels on YouTube, so I'm there anyways. Yeah, and then I'm just sending stuff that I find interesting. I'm sending that to a database, and it transcribed it for me, and then the agent will go through it and picks short posts based on that content.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's content that I align with fully because I brought it into the database. All right. And then it just deducts like a post from it and then screens my handle on X to figure out what age group, what gender is online at what time. So you can really hone in on some alpha. However, caveat here to this whole success story then we shall always need to reply to other people in order to drive traffic to our content. That is still a thing. We cannot, right? We cannot do without. You stay quiet for a few days on other people's posts, and you will see dramatic traffic changes to yours. I've seen it last week on mine, right? It's still right up there. I'm not complaining. It's just that yeah, I didn't have time, you guys. University's hard. I got tons of stuff to do, and places to go. And so but yeah, so that's why my numbers dropped, even though the whole agentic flow works perfectly for me. You still need to do the replies to other people, and you cannot automate that because as soon as you automate that and X catches you, it's done. You're out. You are violating rules of
Well,
X when you do
yeah,
that.
if you
Yeah.
do it with OpenClaw, hypothetically, you could have it like scan your posts to see if there's been any new replies, and then if there are, you could go in and make like a custom message to that user, like get their unique handle, right, and like write them a friendly message. Like I've had Comet do things like very similar to that, and that's the thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not. You need to be on your timeline replying, not on your own posts.
Mm,
So there's that, right? And you cannot the whole GM and short form and repetitive form there. And it also not just counts the words, but it also the speed that you do it in. So if you would copy and paste stuff, it catches up on that because typing just takes just a tiny bit longer. It picks up on that shit and will get you wrecked on
mm-hmm.
X. So replying to other people is still something that we need to do as humans, and it's actually in there in the rules, right, in the X rule book.
Mm-hmm.
So there we are. That's why the whole GM thing got destroyed because it was such a short format that even though you were human and saying it, it is still. I'm just keep saying it, right? Just don't do it. Like people are going crazy. Just Jim. Yeah, that definitely will get you wrecked, right? So be careful out there. We cannot automate everything, especially on the social media platforms.
Right.
And even in spaces, right? There's a limit to what we can do and what is allowed
You know,
on
on
these things.
on YouTube, have you ever seen those things that are like top 10 scary videos on YouTube or top 10 like cop car chases or whatever? There's people that use like agents actually to like build and run
Oh
those
yeah,
channels that
totally.
go through and do what
Yeah,
your agent was
I'm
doing,
trying to
scanning the
do. I'm
videos.
trying to do mine now. I gave it my keys to
Uh-huh.
Suno, and it's prompting for me.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
based
Promptings,
upon
yeah.
my former content. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Now
cool.
that's how far I got, but bro, I'm not a genius with this by any standard. So, but I would be happy if I get one channel like fully automated and just busting out
Literally,
content.
you could
Yeah.
hypothetically make like a music video generator that like basically takes whatever you could generate music and then generate like images, generate
Actually, you
videos
guys,
from
I'm
that.
gonna give here's some alpha for you if you want to start a YouTube channel. So AI content is actually number one right now, and not AI content that is you provide the content, right? So a friend of my daughter's does the anime movies. So she's a creator, right? But an educator on YouTube would be better. So what do I mean by that? Okay, have your agent or you make short movies on how to use AI, and you can script that with AI, build the video prompt with AI, just make the whole video AI explaining about AI.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually number one content right now on YouTube, explaining to normies what AI is, how they use different tools, how they use different gens, right? And so that is really because a lot of people are searching for that, which is amazing to me because they can just go ahead and ask Grok and get the same answer. But somehow people are stuck in doing what they did before, and that is for help we go for educated little movies we go to YouTube. And so these things are right now very very hot. If you guys are looking to make more money than on the X platform, I could tell you that YouTube pays so much more, and than X will ever. There's not many accounts that make the same as even small accounts on X than the small accounts on YouTube, for real, for real.
Yeah, thanks for the alpha. It's definitely
Adam, go for it,
it's
man. Real.
it's definitely like a predilection towards the that kind of content. And yeah, I mean it's kind of like where I'm going with the whole thing is like uh basically, open claw for normies is which I think is kind of a meme in itself, and it's not, as in like I just think it's still kind of hard for normies to use OpenClaw,
Yes.
but
Well,
but
any
but
AI, Adam. We're at for us. We're on day number 1,000. They are on day 10.
yeah, exactly. So it's actually there's actually like a great opportunity that is just being presented through yeah, I don't know, it's almost like a UI thing actually, like, and it's crazy
Mm.
because
The terminal.
what we're gonna what yeah, well, what we're gonna end up with, I think, is um an opportunity to create like the front end of an operating
Mm-hmm.
system. That's kind of like what I see
Right.
Yes.
right now.
I've been envisioning that too, like a layer that abstracts it that makes it just like fun to use like an Apple product.
Yep.
That's the next leap.
And then quantum
Yeah,
computing is gonna come in there, and then we're all going crazy. For real.
yeah,
That's
it's not even like going to be super difficult to realize, but it's also it's weird because like I speak to some people and they're like, "Oh, isn't OpenClaw dead now? Like, hasn't that been replaced?" It's like, but
Right.
it's also it's a meme, right? And it's
mm,
a trend, and it's like it's the brand, right? So the brand is for so important, and the brand
yeah.
carries so much weight, and it just exists outside of itself now, and it
Well,
doesn't really matter
well,
Well,
if
it's
without
it's the
kind of like
Nvidia
official
it's
one or
it's
too.
kind
not.
of like Grok, right? When people were first, I remember when Grok came up, people were treating that as a one day hype thing as well, and now here we are, right? So yeah, I don't think a lot of people catch on what things are really about and how early we are. So get this, I ran the numbers last week because I actually was kind of curious. How much more are we? Do we in Web3 have an advantage with AI and making, let's say, making money with, particularly making money with AI? So you being in Web3, you are 130% more exposed to AI than people in real life. So there's an advantage already for anything. Where people in real life are maybe asking their AI some stuff or generate a picture here and there, because the nature of our Web3 community, embracing new stuff, working with NFTs and art. So we are much more likely to do this on a daily basis instead of just a couple of times a week. And
Yeah.
yeah, and actually, Well, hear this. You are about 2,450% more likely to make money with AI than anybody else in the real world.
I
Whoa.
100% agree. You know, I work with Microsoft every single day, and you know, we don't even be using Microsoft Copilot to its full potential. You know, we use it almost like a Google search. That's how we people in the real life use AI, while the people in Web3, we are always ahead and always get the newest information. And as we mentioned last time, Tick, like we saw the moment what was it? The Google one, the Google
Oh,
AI.
Nano browser.
Yeah,
Nano browser, yeah.
it dropped like 1 hour and everyone was on it already, you know. So that's like the power of Web3. We see things the moment it's dropped, you know.
Yeah, but we also forget quickly. We also think that therefore that, oh, well, because we are going so fast in this space, we see this with tokens as well. There could be a whole blockchain being built and people just check out after a week being like, oh, this is never going to do anything again, right? And so, and that because the speed of things in Web3 can also trick you into believing that AI is going nowhere, or this is not evolving, or this is not turning into something, and these things are just one day fly things that we just happen to use and one day forget about the next. So there's the danger of that too, but it comes along with the benefits of being somewhere early, right? So we don't always have the attention span, the right attention span, to really grasp what is actually going on and how bullish it can be. So I just want to have you guys realize this, especially on a day like this, or I should say, well, we had a bullish week, and I know that a lot of bullish people are thinking about that. Here's the reversal, and it's absolutely not, you guys. This, I think there will be another bloodbath to come. Bitcoin is famous to throw another tantrum right after we get just the tiniest bit bullish in the bear market. But these are then opportunities that you watch for, and window of opportunities here for Bitcoin, for the whole crypto space, Web3 when it comes to AI agents, and all of that jazz for real, right? So we need to just have a moment for us to be bullish on these things and start building something, right? And I built the app now first, and because any building an app for crypto right now is like everything is kind of like so I'm just not doing that for trading. I just still trade on my own merit, which is better than any agent I can build because it's vibes. But for real, right? Yeah. So I'm building something for linguistics, and I'm doing this little by little, little by little. And I'm even when I built that, I get more inspired to build in certain directions. So you just need to start somewhere where you can catch on building an AI agent, or even start just building the app, which you then can turn into an AI agent. Don't get overwhelmed. Start with small stuff. Have it solve just a tiny little bit of a problem. And then you get inspired, and then you see some other tiny problems that could use solving, and then some bigger problems will come. And so, actually, the next thing for my app is that it can detect deception, right? And where else is that important, you guys? Because I was last time in big space where I had to talk about um, evolutionary psychology, male, female, this whole thing in dating. Yes, I'm at the app now. This weekend it's going to be running like this, so it can record your real time conversation with your date, and it can actually point out red flags for you. Yeah,
Whoa.
because you sit there with your love brain. Yeah, how is this marketable, you guys? Fuck, I'm onto something. Anyway, quickly skip over that. Oh, Eddie dropped off the thing, Cliff. But yeah, so there's just get inspired. Start with one little thing, and you'll find your way with something, right? And you will get the bright idea. But it doesn't happen just looking at things and feeling inadequate to do it. It's easier than you think. A whole shit ton of vibe coding is going on, and just start with that if you need be, right? It doesn't matter. Start vibe coding, and then you eventually learn what the code actually means and what it does. It's like a playful way to get into this stuff. And I know that Adam and Tick are often having a conversation because
Hmm.
Yeah,
we've been
good
talking
stuff.
about it for months and months and months, and so we have a little bit of a language going on. But I do understand that a lot of people just coming into this space do not even know what it all is, and that is and what it can mean for you, right? And can elevate you. And just a bright idea can land you with tons of money. It's just like this. And AI is going to be you're having a whole. I see it like this. I have a whole factory of workers working for me, mostly for free. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm inspired by the songs you make, Wild. The songs you make are all with AI, and I get like, oh, you can actually make beats like this.
Yes, yes. And cuz I look, here is where this is an example. That's why you guys need to lock in on these things. So, I was making some, but every time I prompted, it didn't come out right, right? I needed to prompt like 20 fucking times before I got even remotely okay with a song. And then I remembered, hey, I need to prompt a little bit more in detail. And I learned when I was a kid somewhere that I learned to read notes. And so I could actually give it the riff in notes and it would do it. I was like, oh, now I'm off to the races. Now I'm being more detailed now. And since then, I've been prompting like a maniac. But not only that, then I started to think, all right, that's me and my brain. Now it's cost me time. Let's ask my agent to do the same. Let's program that, worker to do the same for me. So, yeah, AI agent learn how to read notes and start giving me riffs. All right, and so now he can prompt it for me, or she. I don't know. I call it a he.
Yo, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
That's
because
a very
but
good
you
tip.
guys, yeah, that's how you don't think about, and that is what I think why Adam is right now feeling like he's in Inception. Because as soon as you start to do this stuff, there's another layer after another layer after another layer coming right at you as far as it comes to opportunities, the stuff you can do with it, to a point that you actually have to halt yourself a little because you're getting a bit overwhelmed. Well, you're getting overwhelmed, right? And then you got to bring it back a little bit to what you can do in a day and to comprehend, let it land a little bit, marinate on it a little bit, right? Because sometimes AI goes fast, you guys, and sometimes faster than our brain wants to comprehend. So I can definitely see where Adam is landing in the inception. Well, Adam, I should, how do you say, make you feel a little bit better that inception is not actually how we do a hypnosis or any of any kind. Just they take some things that are true. So
Yeah, it's
so you're good.
incredibly it's incredibly um it's just in many ways it's incredibly obvious that it would start from the beginning and we would just have this opportunity, right, uh and we would just continue. But yeah, I mean, I I'm actually surprised that it's been such a thing. So yeah, I don't know. Like yeah, it's definitely it's it it's it's very interesting, right? Like I think all of this stuff is definitely and it's really moving so quickly. And it's like the tokenization is it's very important to grasp, but the AI component and the rest of that is difficult to, it would be very easy to miss if you're not kind of paying attention. So
Yeah, but I still think we're earlier than I think we determined that we are, just if we measure it up with the rest of the world, right? So don't
yeah,
compare us
yeah,
against each
definitely.
other, but us Web3 against, let's say, I hate to use the word normies, but here we go, right? The Web2, let's go Web2. So Web2 is really not working with any of this, is not spotting any of the opportunity. It's going to hit them in the face by surprise. For us, these things should not come as a surprise anymore. right? We should be working with these things. The chances are you are working with AI more than anybody else in Web 2. And so when you do work more with it, you see more opportunities, right? It brings you, especially if you do it on a daily, you see, oh, I can do this, I can do this. And it just, you are getting so much dopamine from having fast experiences that are successful that you're going to get some good ideas in these directions too. And so don't feel overwhelmed with it. Just make it smaller, right? So even if you have a big idea, just try and build a small component with it using AI, and then have AI build it for you. And then that whole process should tell you that it's doable. And then you can add on to that, right? It's just like going to the gym. You're not going to lift 200 pounds straight from get-go and get a backache. Anyway, if you just landed here in this space, I see some Volt Army people showing up. Bro, Volt, buy dip. I will buy any dip. I'm adding to the bags anyway. Repost the room. Leave a couple of comments down below. Yeah, this 3 months here to come are opportunity for you to get into collections, to get into tokens that have a future and are bullish. And here's where the floors are coming in the next 3 months. So you need to lock in. I've been saying since the 1st of January, first 3 to 6 months, and this is our last 3 months of this. I called the top. Don't forget, Adam. You tagged me actually. Like, who said on the timeline
Yeah.
we were flipping back, bro? I told you the day it happened.
No, somebody was trying to say that nobody called the top, but
No,
I did I had to mention that you did actually
I didn't.
totally point it out for everybody that was bothered to listen.
I'm gonna call you the bottom too when it's there. Let's wait for this. I called the last bottom and top as well. And
Yeah, I
nobody
believe
wants to
it.
believe you. Nobody, and that's why I keep saying to you guys, nobody wants to believe you. When I said in November I was in the crypto, Reggie, I was in the crypto moons light co-hosting with Mac and Lam. And they were even hopium. And I was like, bros, please, no hopium. When Wild says we're going down, we should embrace the vibe instead of fighting it and hopium and copium and whatnot. If we lose this and this, it's done and over, and we are losing it. Right? There's no hope here. Short the shit out of it. Sell your bags and short the shit out of it. This is basically what we're gonna do for the next 3 to 6 months. And then with that profit, you buy back the bottom. Right? So when we're in a bear market, you guys, when it comes to trading, you need to have your bear hat on. Yeah, bull hat off, bear hat on, because we're in a bear market. Anytime there is a bull flag, it's not a bull flag. That's called a bull trap. You're getting trapped because there have not been a reversal to confirm that we're in an upside momentum. We are in a downside momentum, and anytime there's this flagpole that comes up with a little flag, it's going to break down to the downside, and we're going to get one more of these because Bitcoin tends to make two, and we just had one dramatic event. So bear market, very very short. Bull market, very very long, right? Because we're building resistance on the way up that we then need to tackle. And that's going to happen after. I think in September we're going to see the full reversal. And I've been calling 26th of September. So I want you all to note that one down so I can be right once more. I told you guys September is going to be important. And then 26 altogether is going to be a nice liquidity year. And then thereafter, we shall see, right? It's going to take another 3 years for any top to get in. So there's that. And it looks very different every market cycle, you guys. So be careful what you were holding. Hold something good that has a future. All right, I want to touch on because I see all of the Froges left the space. Um, but I'm on OpenSea right now. Yeah, Reggie. If you guys have noticed, there was a video
Did
every
you
day
did
coming
you
up.
read did you read the Vanity Fair article though, Wild?
Did I the what?
The Vanity Fair article.
No, I've been
You didn't
reading
read it.
tons, but nothing Vanity Fair. I've been with my
No,
head.
you didn't read the Vanity Fair article because everybody's shitting on the OpenSea founder, right?
Oh yeah,
Because because they delayed, like, actually I'm not very engaged with this,
yeah,
so it's like I wasn't farming the airdrop. I don't really know what's going on with OpenSea, but they delayed the C, like SEA airdrop, right? The C airdrop,
What?
and then you heard about that, right?
Yeah, I saw something about the farming the open sea gems. That was a year ago or something, and now they delayed it for another
Yeah.
while. Like what?
Well, no, yeah. So like the founder of OpenSea just announced, like 2 days ago, they were going to delay the airdrop of the C, or like the whole TGE or whatever it is. I don't know exactly what they're working on. And then, there was this article in Vanity Fair with Mike Novogratz and like various, I mean, everybody, like, it was this whole Vanity Fair article was like everybody was shitting on these guys, and but the OpenSea founder appeared with his wife, and who said that he's a builder bear, right? And he was
Jesus.
and Vanity Fair referred to him as a Build-A-Bear in the photo shoot, and it was like a crazy whole. It was like a big meme of, like, I think yesterday, right? It was like that was the biggest meme of yesterday.
Yeah, so people get bearish on this stuff, right? So I
Well, especially as
understand
they
that.
were calling him a Build-A-Bear, right?
Yeah,
Like the
of
Build-A-Bear.
course. People should
That was a,
understand, right? So if you're
it,
if it's everything on your feed is there to have you triggered into a reply. Everybody's fighting for attention.
Hmm.
So when it's a bear market, they're doubling down on that language. They're coming out with something you can FUD. Why? Because it brings attention. It is that attention, negative or positive, remains attention. And in order to stay relative in a bear market, yeah, right? So it's for free, and you fall for it because attention is currency, right? So yeah. But for me, OpenSea, Magic Eden has some shit going on too. That's really really weird. And
yeah,
so
well,
yeah,
that's quite bearish. That's also quite bearish.
yeah,
And yeah, the Magic Eden thing, and the guy from OpenSea, but it was incredibly, yeah. I mean, it's obviously, I mean, the Vanity Fair article. I mean, it's a Vanity Fair article, right? So it's kind of like a big deal on some level, but it's also just, they were just like shitting on. I mean, it was kind of a hit piece. It was described as a hit piece over these guys, and um, yeah, I don't know. It was super. It was like very interesting to observe, especially because like they just delayed the OpenSea airdrop, and then there was suddenly this like kind of, yeah, just weird. I mean, it's very like it's
weirdness.
kind of and anti. It's like kind of opposed to the way that we kind of would usually think about crypto, like to be appearing in Vanity Fair in like a photo shoot and all
Yeah.
that.
But so
So that's why
speaking,
there was such a big backlash, right?
yeah. But speaking of OpenSea and in conjunction with the Froge collection, so here is what Magic Eden does this too, by the way, you guys. So the meta text on the collection is that we actually have a system where percentages matter and weighing heavy, right? So weight here is important. And OpenSea Magic Eden does the same. They don't read the trades well, right? They don't read, and therefore you get a weird rarity of rank on OpenSea. So please, if you hold something, don't go by OpenSea. There's going to be another surprise for you in the HQ relating to all that. That's basically the Easter egg I'm going to give you guys, right? Because we need it. We were going to build it anyway, right? Because this kind of was the thing. Magic Eden did the same. You remember Tic, Soul Gods did the same thing. And so it was like, yeah, by popularity, they do by popularity and that kind of stuff, and that has nothing to do with your inherent traits in the collection. Just know this. Notice that if you wear a Solana headdress like Wild here, you're only 37 of us on the blockchain. 37 in the whole collection. Yes, B Mark, you're my family now, and we shall have TP time and that kind of shit. Um, yeah, Reggie, get one. Come
I
on.
just dropped mine in the comments. If you have
Whoa,
a look,
yes,
Wild,
yes.
yo, those are some
Yep.
insane ones. I
So
love
yeah,
them.
anything with a beanie, any beanie is a rare trade. Is under is 0.8%, you guys. A beanie, just a beanie, right? A frosh with the beanie is 0.8%. It doesn't matter what color beanie, even though the black ones I think are a tiny bit more bullish because I like them with the white eyes on it. Yeah. Let's have a look, Reggie, at yours again, because you have that Ethereum. That one is so
Eat
sick.
rainbow egg. So that
Yeah.
trait is sitting at 1%. So
Yes.
it's a
1%
very
safe.
rare one.
Yes.
And
Also, you have a black frosh. These are
yes,
also, and that jacket is bullish as well.
I know the
And
flame suit.
That Joker face paint as well. So it's kind of you're getting in direction of grill vibe here.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at the 3D PFP as well.
Yeah.
You don't
Easy.
see the egg that I have on top of my head, but on the 3D
Okay.
PFP,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's like a
Yeah.
shining
Yeah.
diamond, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's another thing, right? Don't just go off on your 2D. Look at your 3D. Because especially the ones that you might think, oh, that's odd what he's got on his head. Well, if you turn that one into 3D, you would know why. There's stuff actually moving around on their heads constantly, right? That's in motion. And so that is something, these are most bullish. Of course, skin color, we got gold, silver. Let that be known. Your grill, diamond teeth, uh, two teeth knocked out. Face paint wise, we're thinking Spider Man and the American flag, I think, are the top two there. But that is also tiered, so don't think if you don't. No face paint is basically then um, a little less rare, usually, if it's not a golden one. But this collection is built in a way that everything has something unhinged, right? And so everybody will have a little bit of something. The glasses with NFTs are dead. These are bullish as well, but there's not really one thing that stands out. There is not one that has everything in 1%. Let's say, right? It's pretty much scattered around the collection. Even though that there is the clowns, for example, are the most bullish one, a golden clown there, right? But there's enough to go around and enough for you to look really cool, especially with your filters on. Actually, mine with my clown face is a little bit weird on the filter. I really like the best one that I like, the cleanest one that I actually like. Am I gonna say it? Is it for sale? Might want no, it's not for sale. Shit. It's 900. Go have a look at that tick. It's 996. The black one with the Joker with a red beanie and a white background. But I love the white, black, gray, and red color scheme there. So clean, and it has the NFTs or dead glasses on it. Yeah. Also for the eyes, if you have Ethereum eyes, these are bullish, right? If you have frog eyes, bullish, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's just tons here to unpack along the way. I'm just not going to talk about it a whole lot and give you the exact percentages because we're going to have something in the HQ for you. And if you have an NFT, there is extra specialties coming for you for season 2 on the leaderboard, right? That is very much because we took the red pill. Oh, Adam, you missed all of that lore. Let me just catch you up a little bit. So, Adam, when you were on the Froge HQ, you could take a blue pill or a red pill. Now, here is what Dutch actually did months ago, somewhere in even before the token launched, somewhere in the early Octoberish, even before TGE. He already uploaded an NFT on OpenSea with the outcome of red and the blue pill, but nobody found it. It was for sale for 1 Ethereum, And so when season one has ended now, right? And then we kept saying to people like it's important that choice of pill, right? And so the majority took the red pill. And so in order not to be accused for making shit up, he referred to what was on a blockchain already, that it was always coded this way. And so the pill choice was the blue pill was everything remains the same, yeah. And the so we're happy where we are. And then the red pill was we're gonna escape this matrix, right? Get out of here. And so most of the people took the red pill. And if everybody would have chosen the blue pill, you would have just gotten airdrop, just like with any other um, project, right? But now you got NFTs airdrop, which will then make you eligible to continue the story into season two. And that's where the people who took the red pill. So completely something different. And that was already decided on the blockchain months ago. Ain't that fun? That's how Dutch thinks, man. He's like the fucking Matrix himself.
Yo, that's so exciting. I was watching the pill choice and I was like, hmm, is this a trick question?
Yeah.
Because the most logic thing, or at least in my opinion, was like, we're going to escape the matrix, right?
Yeah.
So to remain the same, I was like, is it a trick question? Like, what
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
same? And I was
What is the
thinking,
same? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what do you mean by the same? Yeah, exactly. What do you mean? Whatever you escaping exactly, right?
yeah,
Is there a
so
bottom after the bottom? What's going on?
right. So I ended up with taking the red pill, and I'm happy that I actually did it. But
Yeah.
I had to think twice. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that
Yes,
was
the top
exciting.
250 actually got the most bullish NFTs airdrop to them, or that's going to happen. We're in the process of doing that. And so instead of getting an airdrop on tokens, they're getting the NFT, right? And that was already decided back in October. But it was up to the community to pick a lane, right? To pick a pill. And so collectively, we are directing, together with the project owner, with the founder, the direction of Roach. And this will happen every season. When we come to a season, it's up to the community to decide where we're going to go, to the majority, the collective, if you will, which then ties into that lore. But more lore to come. This has kind of been a cinematic, submersive experience watching every day at 4 p.m. My time, that is. The NFT in your wallet changed to a video with Easter eggs of what you can expect and taking you on a journey, taking you. And I kind of, I love that because I'd never had a collection where that happened before when you go to such a storyline and and build that suspense, even though there are tons of people like was like when, and it's like, bro, if you are like this, you're getting mocked by the feed and they don't even get it that they're mocked. It's, even if you would dunk it, this is all programmed in. You don't get it, right? Who do you not think that we don't know, that the matrix doesn't know who the real web3 extractors are? Yeah, sit with that for a little bit. Da, 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 da. But yeah, more on that in the come. Hey, we have Backchase to change to PFP too. Let me pull you up, my guy. If you can drop a few words. Look at that one. That is so befitting.
Holy shit, he has the same jacket that I have, but with the
Mm-hmm.
red color. Oh my god.
Fire. No, he has Spider-Man faces.
Spider-Man. Yo, I
Yeah, man.
see it with
So,
the mug glasses.
yeah, man.
Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Backchaser, how you doing?
No, I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Bro.
I gotta be kind of quiet because everybody's sleeping right now. It's like nap time shit.
Thank you for pulling up. This is we're coming to the end. So I just have to talk to RX here because I see the all-seeing eyes staring at me. I kind of feel intimidated by. So we're gonna go there for a little. If you notice my voice, I'm kind of spent today as well. I had to be on stage for a little bit to do tons of talking, and then I'm glad I get to read again tonight for real, for real. But I do appreciate you coming here and showing your PFP. Some more people came by showing their PFP. My timeline is kind of full of it. And so let's go, you guys. This is just the beginning, right? Just the beginning. And it's been so busy that we didn't get to hold the glitch episode 6, right? Which is still going to happen. We just need to take some time. The only thing that was a little bit against us in all of this is there's always something against you, right? And when you are trying to escape the matrix, something always glitches and tries to cower you back into the same. And so what happened was there with the wallets, scanning the wallet, there was something in the code that didn't got picked up on it. It was the cap sensitivity of Ethereum wallets. This is what went wrong. And so but then a lot of people, that is not really an issue. We couldn't have done and 24 hours and rectify all of that. Instead, now that left the door open to tons of people who just wanted to scam by all showing the same screenshot.
Yeah, I saw people even edit it, yo. They
Yes.
edited with
Yeah.
AI and
Yeah.
stuff, and bro, it was so much slop out there. Holy shit.
So yeah, so that made us have to go every single one by hand manually. And this took up to 3 days to do so because of scammers, because of people trying to claim where they were not eligible for any claim. And so yeah, that's what we who are the real Web3 extractors? Who? Who sucked the life out of the chart? For real, for real. Anyway, of or a project, right? And then flood the timeline with it as well because they don't get their way, they don't get the scam. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway, Adam is back. Tick is still here. Let's talk to Orex right here. Let me give you a follow. Is an agent for Web3 market expansion, lead gen outreach, and real world user acquisition on autopilot. All right. Let's hear it. How you doing? Is this yes?
Yo, J to the Jiggy, I'm everybody on this SPAC. Hope you guys are doing fine. It's been a very long time. Like, been a long time. I actually come to the space and say, it's been a long time, White. I believe you don't know who this is. Like, this is actually Levi. And
Oh
I
yes,
say, Jesus.
I remember your voice. I was like, oh, wow, this cat sounds familiar, but how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. Just good. Just good. So you can actually ask about me from Adam. Like, what's up? What's up? Where's Levi? Where do you keep Levi? Yeah, I hope you guys, good guys, are doing fine. Yeah, it's been a very long time, and
Dude, this is hilarious. The
I say G to the jiggy M, everybody. A to the D to the A to the M.
Orax
A
So Orax agent does specifically what I was talking about earlier about like acquiring leads and
Yeah,
connecting them. It's
yeah.
exact. It's so funny because I was coming up with use cases literally off the top of my head, and this is exactly market entry, huh? Interesting. Damn, dude, you should take a page out of the book of Adam and learn how to
The book
build.
of Adam,
Yeah,
Adam.
dude, because
When,
of
when, when?
damn, the stuff
Yeah.
that Adam's doing, dude. I was just looking at some of the stuff that Adam's got cooking, and it's really insane. And I'm so curious about the Pump Fun implementation in order to help like fund or subsidize the agents. How exactly does that work? And are you doing the same thing, Orax, with your Pump launch? Are you doing live streaming as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm doing also doing live streaming. I'm actually looking to complete the bonding curve so we can actually get to activate the AI agent, and we've already got a protocol that actually wants to activate this with us, and that Atlas Aura, a rental agent. They just actually they were live. They actually started their ICO yesterday, and it's actually been amazing journey. So Aura X is actually the X at the end of Aura is actually expansion, yeah, and taking Web3 into the world markets like that protocols have never been able to reach. And like I think White said something about we only have extractors from the Web3 space right now. We've got a whole lot of extractors. They are not people. Most people are not actually adding values. They are farmers. They're not adding values. So most of them are actually extractors. They are not the real end users, and this is what this agent does. It actually help protocols to identify real users, and that is the mission in one letter: identifying real users.
Awesome. I don't think people think just recognize how bullish this space actually is. We've been talking for months about these things. People get inspired building stuff. Here, Levi from Orex right now is talking to you directly, finding these use case for it. You guys really need to start to get locked in on a little bit of building. Start building just a little. Get inspired and start to hustle with this because you're so goddamn early. It's fucking hilarious. But you're not wrong to build something that actually can deduct the value of things because in the noise, you might think, believe in a reality that is a narrative and all bullshit illusion. And the fact is that people who scam and extract, they are loud about it. And so there's going to be enough noise. And if you then uh, have your metrics set on just volume, you're going to think that that is exactly what is only out there. And that's not true either. Right. So, yeah, good on you, Levi, for pushing through. Adam, are you still with us? Book of Adam.
Book
And
of Adam. Yeah, yeah. No, I'm still here. Yeah, and it's definitely, I think like the whole thing is very bullish, and it's it's been it's super interesting, right? Because like we're navigating these new frontiers, and there's there's definitely, I don't know, like it's interest I find it amazing because in some ways, like kind of what was going on base with virtuals and everything, like although it is very bullish and in many ways, and there are all of these opportunities, it's actually kind of um I don't know, it's like there's a level of like it's kind of artificial on some level, and I was just like so drawn in to the opportunity, like through the build in public hackathon with Pump Fun, because because it has, there's all of this volume, and it's something different, right, to explore. So it's been, yeah, it's just been like really interesting to kind of dig in to that, and I think that it feels very it feels very real, although I think that there's like a lot of, there's, you know, is we've got a long way to go to kind of make this whole kind of thing sustainable as well. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, I just like understanding the dynamics are very important, and I think like, you know, the stuff that like Orax are doing now is also very important, and you know how we can leverage that to just create these new opportunities that come from this like incredible volume, right? And I don't know, like I've been, it's been crazy because like I'm just kind of drilling in on this stuff,
Hit by
and
my clock. No,
it's
you.
really like it's almost like it's infinite the amount of work that needs to be done to get it right, and to really like just deliver something for the market, something that the market needs. And yeah, anyway, it's just like I can't even like I haven't I've hardly slept, like
Well,
honestly, like these days, like
what about
I'm not even, yeah, I can't sleep
what
because
about
it's
your
just too
pump fund
exciting.
stream? Adams, your pump fund stream. So how do I find that?
Yeah, well, it's just, well, it's just on so
It's
Eve, the
eve.army.
ticket, the ticket is Eve, yeah,
Uh-huh.
eve.army, and
So if I
yeah,
plug
like you
Eve
should,
in as the ticker on a pump fund, let me see. Bro, there are so many Eves. So how do I narrow it
yeah, well,
down?
that wasn't that was like a quick decision to go with that, but yeah,
So, but how do I
it's
find it on pump fund?
non-researched. Yeah.
Eve.
but it was
She's
like, because
Eve.
I had to come up with a a name for the hackathon, right? So it's like I was
Is
like,
it this
okay,
one from
fuck it,
2
let's just
months
go.
ago? This can't be it.
No,
Deployed on
that's I
Rapid
don't
Launch.
think
No,
so.
it's
It
not
was like
this.
it's less than a month ago.
So
You
if
Yeah,
I
could have
go,
it
done it
was.
like I used like EAVE, like something.
oh well, check it out, Adam. You do have the Pump Fund, the address on the website, but what you should do is create a link from eve.army to that Pump Fund things, because I just had to like copy it. The address. There we go. Okay, this didn't show up. This ticker didn't show up when I searched for Eve. So I would optimize that if I was you, because that was a little tricky. I was just curious because I wanted to see what it looks like. And then if you go to previous streams today at 11, oh damn, building the ultimate meme coin, cooking Eve BIP hackathon iterations, open claw for normies. Dude, you've got so much content that you've been pushing out, and even on your timeline, I saw an article. Did you write that article like all yourself, like from beginning to end? Because it was really well written, but I just wasn't sure if you sat down and like typed that whole thing out. It's like you had a lot to say.
Yeah, I literally sat down and
Yeah.
typed the whole thing out. Like
I'm
I
not
literally like
surprised. Yeah, it's
I
good. It's really
literally
good.
yeah. Well, no, I mean that was I mean that's even there's like numerous articles I think that I've published,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this whole fucking hackathon has it's actually like it's crazy because I wasn't going to enter the hackathon, but then it was like I the interesting thing is they it because most hackathons will like when at the deadline that's it, like it's it's the end, it's like you have to the code is frozen and you can't do anything, but they're like, I just enter the hackathon, just enter. Like we're gonna be evaluating, like it's the build in public hackathon. Like so once you enter, you can kind of keep going. So I couldn't resist to just like do to complete the application. And then obviously it's like we bonded in like literally within moments of submitting, which was amazing. But then it's like now I've got this new token on my hands that I have to take care of, which is like a whole other thing. So but it's also been, I think it's been, yeah, it's been cool because like we just get to iterate, and the next generation of the in this hackathon is going to be incredibly cool because yeah, I mean it's really, yeah,
And so,
it's
well, and with your Eve, I was just reading about this. It's like from March 7th. So you're saying Eve is now Cato for Pump Fund. So you're saying a Bloomberg terminal with benefits. That it's like a screener. It's an agent that screens like meme coins and shit. Is that essentially what it
yeah,
is?
well that was, yeah, well that I mean that was like iteration 3,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like that, and that's it you can try it out like at Eve Army. If you go to Eve Army
Right.
and then go to like BIP, and then like it's number 3, right?
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
And you can, yeah, you can try it out and you can look at the top deployers and you can look at like the newest. I mean we've been like scraping all of the data, right?
Mm.
So it's
And
and
so
actually
this is
that's
live. What I'm looking at BIP 3, and I'm
yeah,
looking at it's
it's
like a
live, yes.
so, and then these. So what criteria does a coin have to meet in order to become listed? Because the top market cap I'm looking at, it's like 5.4K,
No,
5.8K. So
that those are just the latest coins. I mean, that's just literally just like that's just what's being published, right? I mean, so
mm.
there's like those are the coins. So those are literally the latest coins, and then if you switch over to the top deployers, you can see all of the top deployers. Because what I realized
Oh,
is
I
that
see. The
like
menu is on this is kind of tricky. You have to click on the arrow next to the word token launches. That's not very intuitive because and then so there should be like the word like menu or something next to the arrow or
Right.
something
Yeah, yeah,
because
probably. Yeah. It's a
um
bit of a shit show. To be
that's
honest, it's
cool.
probably a bit of a shit show. And we
The
kind of
dashboard,
abandoned. I mean, to be honest, that whole
yeah.
thing's kind of been abandoned as well. Because like,
So
I
when you go
mean,
to BIP
this
4,
hackathon,
oh, that's that what you're
the
the new
hackathon
thing
has
you're
been
working on.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
The
I mean,
BIP
it's to
number
be
4.
honest, like, well, yeah,
That's the
BIP number
newest one.
4.
Yeah.
That's the newest one, and I'm now working on BIP number 5,
I see.
and I've actually I can't even the BIP number 5. I
Wow.
mean, I've just been dealing with all this shit like with that, which is that I was well, yeah, the shit with BIP number 5 is that I've been installing it on my local machine, and and it's actually been a massive ball ache. So like, yeah, BIP number 5 has been
BIP
a
is
little bit
really
still.
BIP number 1 looks gorgeous, dude. The interface on this one is super sick. I like how you like visualize the sound wave, the circular thing in the middle. It's actually really sick.
Yeah, no,
Guys,
I mean,
I do need to cut in a little bit because I still gotta, yes, I gotta hurry up in the morning. I gotta be up at 4 a.m. just to get everything done because there's early lecture tomorrow. On Friday, I'm suffering, but I'm getting so much back for it as well. Right, so you may find me in a morning space where I just gotta, you know, talk a little bit while I do my work, and then get out of the door and do my workout also. But so I gotta cut it short, you guys. So we need to go into our own Telegram, and then maybe a VC coming weekend. I'll hold a VC there for you guys. If you want to be in the What's the Ticker a Telegram, shoot Tick here a DM, and he will shoot you the invite. It's on invite only because he only want goats in there, and no drama llamas. Web3 extractors. So you can get in on some, some alpha. We're gonna try and pick it up a little bit more. At least I am. We can do some screen sharing, and there's gonna be a community space for Froach especially. So turn your notice on for me because I'll be hosting those as well. And yes, and another slot for What's the Ticker. That's all to come, right? And so I hope you guys can stay bullish. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. Oh, I see here. Peace is a great dog. Well, yes, he is. And he's also got diamond hands, man. Congratulations on the Bitcoin headdress there. That's a wild one. Also, very clean PFP. I only see like many good ones coming across on the timeline. You guys is crazy. Tag me if you're gonna change your PFP. Tag me. I'm gonna repost you. The Froach page will do that too, so we can get to know each other and stay in touch and follow each other, because that's the way to go, right? Especially if we're gonna have these community spaces where we're gonna have you learn how to prompt, how to use your AR, also getting you ready to use your 3D version so you can join our game shows where we are gonna do soul pump and that kind of fun stuff together and make some money together and that kind of stuff. And then Dutch will hit you with another plot twist, possibly tomorrow. I'm just gonna give you a fair warning. In your face, in your face. All right, you guys. So let's just get the outro loaded in here right now. Boop-ba-doop-bum. Oh no! Oh well, what I'm having is that I have my ears in. So stop this. This is great. You guys, hold on. That's so lame of me. I'm not used to do. Yeah, here we go.
What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fact. Got a runner on the map, so line of sniping like a gat. And the Zoe is moving quickly. I'm the squeezing where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1,000x is gonna land. I got he chilling in the back, and the guest fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Where's the ticker? Where's it at? Well, if you know, you know. Next 3 months are gonna be important, you guys. Follow each other. Never mind the noise. Just stay locked in. Tick.
Hey, thanks for pulling up today, fam. Let's get that bread. We'll see you next time. Stay bullish.
There we go. Adam.
what a time to be alive! Oh my god! Like, it's all happening. It's all happening. So get involved, and we are not going anywhere. We'll see you
Absolutely
next week.
not. Yeah, we are going somewhere to the moon. Up. Let's go, you guys. See you on the timeline.
Whole car shaking in place.